Arthur Booth was born in 1966, the eldest son of Hilda, who had 2 other children. A very intelligent boy throughout his childhood and adolescence, he excelled in math and science, and taught himself to speak Spanish. He was handpicked to attend Nautilus Middle School after earning excellent grades at William J. Bryant Elementary. At Nautilus, Arthur continued with good grades, and ended up going to Miami Beach High School in the late 1970s to complete high school. This was a school whose alumni included actor Andy Garcia and actress Ellen Barkin. Arthur looked like a student destined for college and a successful career. However, it was at this time, in his late teens, that he began an addiction to gambling. His addiction ended up causing him to miss many classes, to the point of abandoning his studies. It simply took control of his life. He didn't have a job, and the only way to get money was to steal. He started breaking into warehouses or empty houses to loot, sell, and make money to spend on games. He was never violent with anyone. He just needed quick cash, and that's how he got it. In 1984, at the age of 18, he was arrested for the first time, and in jail, he began a drug addiction. When he got out of jail, the family tried to help him with the addiction, but any of their efforts were in vain. He didn't want to help himself, and walked away from those who loved him most. In 1988, at the age of 22, Arthur was arrested on charges of robbery and theft. Due to his history, he was sentenced to 20 years, and after 10, he received the right to parole. In 1998, age 32, Arthur was free and trying to find work, but as a convicted felon, it was difficult. Out of jail, he ended up having a daughter. His addiction to drugs and gambling still consumed everything he had, his time, his money, and his social well-being. In the mid-2000s, he was arrested again for violating some parole rules, and he returned to prison to serve the remainder of his sentence in a closed regime. He was released in 2008 at the age of 42. Unfortunately, in 2014, at the age of 49, he was arrested again, and it was at a group custody hearing that he attended that his case and his story became publicly known. Judge Mindy Glazer was calling the defendants one by one so that they could defend themselves, finding themselves guilty or not, explaining their version of the charges, informing if they wanted a lawyer, and so on, so that bail amounts and sentences could be stipulated. For several hours, the judge listened to several defendants until Arthur's turn came. After questioning him and passing the terms of his conviction, the judge talked a little more with him.
F15-13303. Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, with all the kids, and look what has happened. I am so sorry to see
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Mr. Booth, I hope you're able to change your ways. Good luck to you.
Oh my goodness.
What's sad is how old we've become.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
Arthur was held in prison and released after 10 months in 2015 on the condition that he would deal with his drug and alcohol addictions. Upon his departure, his family welcomed him, as did Judge Mindy Glazer. She took the opportunity to personally tell him to use this time to re-evaluate everything in his life and dedicate himself to taking care of his daughter and grandchildren. Arthur promised that he would never step out of line again. Perhaps the repercussions of the case ended up touching his heart and his mind, and apparently he has been fulfilling that promise. He has not been in prison since his release in 2015, lives with his wife, is working as a general service assistant, and is constantly visited by his daughter and grandchildren.